Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show, and welcome to another episode of 30 Inks 30 Days. How is everyone doing today? Are you having a nice day? I hope you're having a nice day wherever you are in the world. Today we are looking at a pink ink from TWSBI. TWSBI Pink. Thanks go out to the OC Pen Club for providing the sample for this review. Here is our ink of the day, but first let me share this with our friends so that they can come and hang out with us too. At this time, I would encourage you to share this with your friends so that they can come and hang out with us too. Okay. I'm sorry I'm a little late. We're cleaning the kitchen so that the pest control people can spray, and it was a very big job. I helped a little bit, and I had to make a sign so that no one would use the kitchen because we're gonna spray, we don't need a mess. Okay, now that all of that's done, here is our ink of the day. It's definitely pink. It's slightly more muted than it is on camera, on this video camera. I don't know why. It's more vibrant. Let's see. Nope, that's blue. It's about like that. It's brighter though. Oops. I'm not very good at this color calibration stuff. Alright, well, whatever. We're just going to have to continue moving forward. Here's our ink swatch. Let's do the water resistance test to see how this ink fares. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, dear. I'm just using a little cotton swab and some water and rubbing it a little bit to kind of mimic how it might perform in a hurricane or something. And look at that, it does have a little bit of water resistance. That's great. If it wasn't so light, I might consider using this on the outside of an envelope. But I would not, if I was Career, I would not want this ink to be used. Too light. Here is our ink painting of the day. Very nice, very nice. And I need to mop up this puddle of water that I made. Okay. I made a complete mess with the water. This paper is soaked all the way through. And here is our toilet paper chromatography. I do see what looks like to be a little bit of pigment or something. And then there's just pink, which is a very nice color. Very nice, very nice. And here is our monthly calendar so far. It's turning out to be a really nice rainbowy month. Hopefully tomorrow we can come up with some really nice brown ink to share, so that will be fun. Okay, let's do some paper review, shall we? This is the Pen and Gear Memo Book from Walmart.com. This is such a light ink. Alright. I can't tell if it's feathering. It is feathering just a little bit. But minimal amount of no bleed through, a little bit of ghosting though. Oh no, don't do that. I'm being very cross right now. Whatever, it's fine. Alright, this is lightweight traveler's notebook paper. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Super lightweight traveler's notebook paper. No feathering. No bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. This is Moleskin 70 GSM. Oi! Feather like a chicken, bled through the page. Field Notes Journal 90 GSM. Okay. A little bit of feathering. Bled through the page. Fabriano Eco Qua 85 GSM. Beautiful crisp lines. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This is 52 GSM Tomoe River. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Ayush 100 GSM paper. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Oh, one thing I didn't want to... Oh, wait. We haven't gotten to it yet. This is Leuchtturm 1917. Nice crisp lines, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. This is 15-year anniversary. Artist Collection. Midori MD paper. Slightly less crisper lines, but no feathering, no bleeding, barely any ghosting. This is Cosmo Air Light 75 GSM. Nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. This is the Journal from the Dollar Tree. Nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This is Marmon Namasani 80 GSM dot grid. Less crisp lines. No feathering. Tiny little bleed through right there, but other than that, there's no bleeding, no ghosting. Now, I did have a question on the Nemasine paper, which, if they could recommend a blue or purple ink, and as you can see, the only one that bled through is my dip pen, my purple dip pen, and Shocking Blue. That's Ackerman Shocking Blue and Pelican 4001 Violet. Just a little tiny bit on the violet. Let's see, let's look at this side. purple, private reserve velvet, violet silver bleeds through on everything. So that's just par for the course. And there's some ghosting. There's violet. There's another violet, but it's not really bleed through. It's just kind of heavy ghosting. And there's a blue there, and a sky blue didn't come through. Most of them are pretty much good, except for they do ghost a little bit. And whatever this one is, slight snow. That one bled through. And private reserve violet silver bled through. Let's see. Let's take a look. Burley wood, which was a brown. Kirisame, which was a black. Royal blue, that's a Mont Blanc royal blue, bled through. Emerald fusion did bleed through, but Mont Blanc lavender purple, just little spots. Bleed through. Let's see. Ajacai. What? Wuthering Heights. Zuzmolichen. They're pretty much good. Spearmint, a little bit right there. Amalfitano bled through. That's a purple ink. Atlantic blue. That's narwhal. Ironite bled through. Mango bled through. Molten tin bled through. Tchaikovsky bled through. So that's a Noodler's ink. Some Noodler's inks are just not cooperative. Arctic Blast, that's also a narwhal ink. Pick Me Up, that's a diamine ink. Pick Me Ink, Upon a Star. Appletini. Just mostly a lot of ghosting. Can't really help it with the ghosting. Whatever this one was, bled through. That's Tiananmen, that's a Noodler's ink. Ham, that's a Colorverse ink. Let's see. Muskrat. Rome Burning. But you asked about cooperative blue inks. Jacques Albac, Canet du Nepal. That's a good ink. And like this is a whole page of blues. Let's see, what is that? Fukake Hanada bled through. But a lot of these just like there's like just heavy ghosting. And then Bernanke blue, that's a Noodler's ink. And then this is another page of mostly blues. The only blue that I ever thought of coming through was sapphire. Diamine sapphire. Not sure which sapphire that is. But yeah, a lot of these inks are... Can't even see what I'm doing, damn it. Sorry. Get frustrated because I'm trying to show you the things and then you can't see them. But a lot, you know, I mean, most of the blues are not too bad. And you can definitely write on the opposite side as long as you're, like, maybe using a finer line. Jeaban Kalank bled through. KD and Canet du Nepal. So you can see that Some of these bleed through. Ebony bled through. Breeze is nice. Blue Moon bled through. I am noticing quite a lot of blues are bleeding through. Whatever this blue is didn't bleed through. Flying Squid Blue. This paper isn't the best, but it's certainly not the worst either. And you can see that. Holly Twinkle bled through, and Apple Cider, La Artisan Pastillier, Joan Jasmine bled through. All the Best bled through. That was a Diamond Ink Fan Calendar. So yeah, it does a really good job for most of the inks. And of course, you can go through and look at all of these reviews on my channel. If you really want to compare inks, my advice to you is to go to inkswatch.com. Go to inkswatch.com. Type in the search engine, or you can go to Color Family and search for blue inks, and here you will see all of the blue inks. And then if there is a review that is linked to it, when you click on it, it will say reviews and if they have one or not. So here you will see that an ink guy did one, I did one, and then Mountain of Ink did one too. So if they have any type of reviews linked to a specific ink that you're looking for, then there will be reviews in it. If you have a review of an ink and you want to submit it, all you have to do is you have to go to the contact and contribute, and then they will show you. You can go down here and you can email them to Matt, and he will add the link to that specific color. Cool? Alright. This is Marmon Nemosiny 80 GSM dot grid. Minimal amount of feathering, minimal amount of bleed through and ghosting. This is Oxford Optic Paper 90 GSM. Minimal amount of feathering, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Clairefontaine 90 GSM. This one's spread a little bit, but no bleeding, barely any ghosting. Lamy Booklet 90 GSM. No, a little bit of feathering, no bleeding, barely any ghosting. Exceed 100 GSM heavyweight paper from Walmart.com. Little bit of feathering, little bit of ghosting, teeny tiny micro bleeding though. Up and Up Wide Rule composition book from Target.com. Minimal amount of feathering, little bit of shading, no bleeding, little bit of ghosting. True Red composition book from Staples.com. A little bit of feathering, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Apica, 81.4 GSM. A little bit of feathering, but no bleeding, no ghosting. Hi Roxanne, how are you doing today? Are you having a nice day? This is the Nanami 7 Seas, 68 GSM Tumaway River. Nice shading, no feathering. Little bit of bleeding. I don't know what happened. There's like a line going here that has bleeding, but I don't think that that's normal for this paper. So I'm going to ignore those dots and say no bleeding, no ghosting. I think maybe I got it wet here or something. I don't know what happened. Maybe I put my finger oils. I don't know what happened. How you been? How you been? Alright, this is Rhodia Dot Pad, 80 GSM. Oi. Nice shading, feathered like a chicken. Bled to the page, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghost, barely any ghosting. Artist Loft, 100 GSM paper. A little bit of spread. Minimal amount of bleeding, barely any ghosting. Buffet handmade paper from Italy. I want to go in real close because this paper does feather, but no bleeding, no ghosting. None whatsoever. Weird. Alright, this is... Oops. This is U-Style notebook paper. A little bit of spread. A little bit of ghosting. Barely any bleed through, barely any ghosting. Alright, this is Sheffield Home Paper Goods. A little bit of feathering, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. CVS Caliber notebook paper. The best in the bunch, in my opinion. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Oxford notebook paper. No feathering, no bleeding, barely any ghosting. Mead wide ruled notebook paper. Oi. Feather like a chicken. Bled right through the page. 5-star notebook paper. Feather like a chicken. A little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Speckled notebook paper. Barely any feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. HP Premium 32-pound copy paper. A little bit of feathering. Little hints of maybe no bleed through, a little bit of ghosting. Akabe cross-section pad. A little bit of spread. But one little tiny hint of bleed through and no ghosting. JNB copper plate graph pad from johnnailbooks.com. Oi. Feather like a chicken. A little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Original Crown Mill 100 GSM paper. A little bit of feathering. I think that might be due to the texture of the paper. I don't know if I can show you the texture of the paper. I'm gonna try and... Oh, I had it for a second. Oh, there, you can kind of see it. It has like these stripes. Yeah, there, you can see it now. And when I look at it through the light, you can even see it better. Oh, and it has a original. Oh, it's even got a watermark. See, oh, there you can totally see the lines now. So sometimes the paper might have lines in it, which causes it to kind of look like it's feathering, but it's not actually feathering. So, no real bleed through, no ghosting. Okay, let's do a comparison panel to see where this ink lies. Someone's having a laughing fit outside. Good lord. All right. Let's see. Oh. Sorry, don't mind the moving. I don't like it when it's super light. Alright, let's do some comparison. This is TWSBI Pink, next to Freedom of the Starry Skies Pink. Birmingham Conch Shell, this one's kind of close. All the Best, Gentle Grenade, Deep Dark Red. No. And if you want to see these better, closer, all you have to do is get to the front of the part in the video, scroll to the front of the part in the video where you see the ink comparison panel, and then use the period and the comma to go forward and backward, one frame at a time respectively. Diamine Tammy, Felicity Glistening, Celebration, Sushi, this one's kinda in the ballpark. Pink Ice, another one. Cerise, Goshikiyama, Rose Rage, Flowers on the Way, Pink Beige, Private Reserve Shell Pink, Kindness Pink, Decaying Incline, Burgundy, Yozakura, Bouquet de Anton, Mixable Pink, Alpha Boo, Apple Blossom, Cherry Blossom, Hissy Fit, Document Fuchsia, Raspberry, Party Time, Jingleberry, Deep Magenta, Cuprin, Diamonds Are a Girl's BFF, Cherry Blossom, Magenta, Tokyo Gift, Hot Pink, Rachmaninoff, Vibrant Pink, Gourmet Pens Pink, Lip Color Rose Pale, Hope Pink, Exile of Flower, Ebby, Monyokuzu, Vineyard, Califolio Andronopal, Lavender Black, Grenade, Black Swan and English Roses, Taxidermy Genius, Robert, Hippo Noto X version 1, Star Ruby, Psychedelic Magenta, Pink, Claret, Granate, Cranberry Sauce, Black Swan and Australian Roses, Ottoman Rose, Hana Ekata, this one's kind of close, Orchid Flower, 137, Stipula Sweet Pink, Sulfurino, Unicorn Blood, Cactus Fruit Eel, Crystal Barrel, Zeus, King Philip Requiem, Monyo Akabe, Private Reserve, Plum, Rose Cyclamen, and Yamabudo. So, how can you tell if this ink is for you? You have Yamabudo. You can clearly tell that this is definitely lighter than Yamabudo, but maybe not as pale as Mixable Pink. So you can kind of guess that maybe you have some that are similar to this. And if you have one that's similar enough, maybe you can be like, maybe I don't need that one. Or if you have this one and you like it, well then let me know in the comment section below if you have this ink, what you guys think about this ink. Are you guys looking for a pink ink? This one came in a 18 ml bottle. Oops. This one came in an 18 ml bottle. Frosted glass. Beautiful. Kind of a diamond-y shaped TWSBI logo cap for a nice grippage. And I put some in my little dip, my little inky dip, dinky dip. I want to do some calligraphy with it just to show you it is possible to do a little bit of calligraphy with it. It's very light. But maybe if you're making a baby welcome message, or like some sort of writing for maybe a girl or a boy, you know, you never know these days with the flower children getting all upset about color theory. Has really nice sticky powers to the nib. I really like this ink. Anyway, If you are participating in calligraphy, do you use this ink? What do you guys think of today's ink? You guys looking for pink ink? Let me know in the comment section below. That is all I've got for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe. Ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. And I will be back very soon with another video. So, take care until then. Okay, love you, bye. Have a great day.